So what are you doing?
What are you doing to sustain and support
The anime industry. Hey everybody, what's going on? Kyo-chan here, and welcome to my November 2012 edition of Sustain the Industry, where we publicly do our part to help this industry that we love by purchasing anime and manga merchandise and hopefully inspiring you guys to do the same. So last month I mentioned I wasn't going to get too much in the month of November, and that turned out to be true. I only managed to get 2 anime DVDs and some points for Jmanga.com, which is a legal site that you can purchase digital manga. And I'm going to explain Jmanga.com in another video, giving the details about the site and how it works and all that fun stuff. So be on the lookout for that video in the near future. So that's enough rambling, let's get into the good stuff. So the first anime DVD of the month that I picked up was Munto 2, and this is an OVA movie. And basically, it's about this guy right here whose name is Lord Munto, and this girl right here whose name is Yumemi. And basically, Lord Munto is the king of this magical realm, and he comes down to the normal people's world where there really isn't any magic, and he asks Yumemi for her help. And that happened in the first movie, and the two of them work together to save their worlds. And they're going to have to do it again in this movie, which happens a year later than the first one. So I don't know all the details about this movie, haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. Though I have to say, the voice acting in these movies is kind of awkward for me because a lot of the cast of Dragon Ball Z, especially the voices of Goku and Vegeta, are in these movies. So it's kind of awkward, especially hearing Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, as the voice of Lord Munto. It's kind of awkward for me because I'm so used to hearing him as Goku, it's kind of weird hearing him as someone totally different. So it's a little awkward, but it's still worth checking out, so I'll let you guys know what I think of this movie when I finish watching this. And the other DVD that I got this month, which I am so unbelievably excited for, is Inuyasha the Final Act, the first collection. Oh my god, I have been waiting for this forever, and I did not spoil myself with any of it. I didn't read the manga, which covers all this part. I didn't read that half of the manga. I have it all, I haven't read it yet. And I didn't watch it subbed. I absolutely refused to spoil myself. So I was waiting for the dub to come out, and it is so worth it. I am really looking forward to finding out what happens. It's gonna be a lot of craziness, I know that, but I'm still really looking forward to watching these episodes, and I can't wait until the second part comes out. So that is all the awesomeness anime-wise that I got this month. Now I'm going to share with you guys what I got on the manga side. So when it comes to manga of the month, I didn't get any physical copies whatsoever, and that's actually a first for me because for a long time I was actually very anti-digital manga. I absolutely refused to get any, but I finally gave into it and decided to pick up a couple of titles. And these are the 3 volumes that I ended up getting this month, and they're pretty interesting. So the first one, Hitohira, I think that's how you pronounce it, Volume 1, is basically a slice of life drama comedy series revolving around these students who are involved with a theater club. And there's also a theater research club, which is kind of an unofficial club of their school, and it's kind of a broken off half of the actual theater club. So it's actually pretty interesting, and I really enjoyed reading this volume, and I can't wait to read the ones that come after this. The main character, Mugi, actually loses her voice when she gets startled or nervous, so that's kind of interesting. It's not really something you would expect of someone who is in a theater club. So that's pretty interesting. The next one, I haven't read it yet, but basically the main character, who I'm assuming is that girl right there, is becoming a voice actress. So that's pretty interesting. I always find those kind of things fun to read, so that I'm looking forward to checking out. And the last one is about this 30-year-old guy who is good at knitting of all things, but he can't really develop relationships with people. He has a very difficult time with that. So it's kind of a romance story, and it's kind of interesting. So I'm really looking forward to checking out the next volume when that comes out. So those are the 3 digital mangas that I got this month. I totally recommend you guys check it out if you have a Jmanga.com account. You can also, I believe, read the previews of all 3 of these, so you can check it out before you purchase it, which is a really cool idea. Again, I will be making a video dedicated to explaining Jmanga.com, all the benefits, and all the details revolving the site in the future, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Now on to what I've been watching legally. In the month of November, I really didn't watch all that much legally. In fact, I kind of pushed it aside because I just want to spend time focusing in on the material of one of my college classes. Because as I mentioned before in other videos and on social networking, I am struggling with this class and I just want to get a satisfactory grade so that by the time the next semester rolls around and finishes, I can graduate. That's really my goal right now, is just to get through this class, get through the second half of this class, and then be able to graduate and move on to my master's. So that's why I'm kind of stopping doing a lot of things, making videos and everything else, because I just want to focus on that. But I did watch a couple things legally this month, and I started off with Bakemonogatari Ghost Story episodes 4 through 6, which is the entirety of the Lost Snail story. I have reviews of all those episodes on my other channel, EmOUchihaHime 23. If you are interested in seeing episode reviews of seasonal anime or seeing reviews of digital manga that I'm picking up and reading, then please subscribe to the other channel. I would definitely appreciate it. I also watched Blast of Tempest episode 4, and this was a very nice episode. I really enjoyed it. It is the backstory of how the 2 main characters met and became friends. So I really enjoyed this episode. It's probably one of my favorites so far. And finally, I watched Naruto Shippuden episodes 286 through 288, and these episodes are part of the filler. The first 2 that I watched this month involved the Raikage and Tsunade before she became Hokage. The Raikage actually came to ask her to save one of his comrades, and it was just a really interesting couple of episodes just showing their interactions with one another and all that stuff. Really enjoyed that. The other episode that I saw was a filler with Guy and Kakashi when they were facing off against 2 of the 7 swordsmen, and they had a flashback to when they were young, and that was pretty interesting to see. So I really enjoyed those episodes. Pretty good for filler episodes. So that is all that I watched legally. Now on to industry news. For this segment of industry news, I'm just going to recommend some of the releases, both of anime and manga, that came out on November 20th. And these are just some of the titles that I enjoy and some of the things that I think you guys may enjoy as well. So let's start off with the anime titles. First we have Bakemonogatari, the Blu-ray Complete Limited Edition set from Aniplex of America. If you're not willing to spend a pretty penny on this series, then I wouldn't recommend you guys pick it up. But I do recommend that you at least check it out on Crunchyroll.com. You can check it out for free, so you don't have to spend $200 for the series. But if you really enjoy the series and you want to have it in your collection, the set has come out, and just be aware that once it's sold out, it is sold out. They are not going to do any reprints. So I would definitely get my hands on this if you really want to have it in your collection. Another thing that came out that I recommend you guys get is Cluster Edge, the second set. And I've been watching this anime on the Anime Network on demand, and it's a pretty interesting series, so that's worthwhile to check out. Then The Grave of the Fireflies, the remastered edition, also came out on November 20th. I have been thinking of picking this movie up for quite a while, and I think I'll probably do that maybe next month, I don't know. But I definitely want to get that movie, and it's great that it's remastered now, so that's awesome. And as you guys saw in my pickup section of this video, Inuyasha the Final Act Part 1 has also been released. They have it on Blu-ray and DVD, so you can take your pick of which format you like best. Definitely get it if you are a fan of Inuyasha. Awesome stuff right there. And finally, in regards to anime, we have the Soul Eater Complete Collection on both Blu-ray and DVD, so you can take your pick there. It's great they finally have it in one set. I've been going crazy getting the you know, separate sets. I mean, it's great and all, but I'd rather have it in one big set, so that's awesome. So I'll probably get that sometime soon. Moving on to the manga releases, we have Bunny Drop Volume 7, and that came out on November 20th. Bunny Drop is a really cute series. I watched the entire anime, really enjoyed that, and now I am slowly collecting the manga. So if it is something you're interested in getting, that has finally been released. I've also heard a lot of great things about Is This a Zombie? Volume 3 just came out. I am thinking about checking the series out. A lot of people have been talking about it, so I'm thinking of checking that one out as well. Then we have Real Volume 11, and I didn't think I was going to enjoy this series, but it is very interesting. It's just a cool story that shows people that are not willing to give up on what they really enjoy despite of disabilities. Really great stuff. It's a sports manga. Check it out. Pretty good. Also, we have Soul Eater Volume 11 has also been released, as well as, this is a pretty interesting thing. I didn't know this was coming out. Yumineko When They Cry Volume 1 has also been released. I'm really looking forward to watching the anime. I saw some trailers, looks really awesome, so I'm looking forward to getting that. Another great thing that came out this month, which I didn't know about, was the Sailor Moon box set, which has volumes 1 through 6 in it. And suggested retail price is around $66. So, not too bad. I think that's a pretty decent deal. So, if you are willing to spend that and you really just want to get into Sailor Moon and have them all in one shot, that's probably the thing for you. And the last thing that came out this month is something I'm pretty sure Dylan would like, is the X/1999 4th Omnibus, and that has also come out on November 20th. So those are all the interesting titles that I found out came out on November 20th. I will post a link to the entire article so you guys can see all the other titles that came out that I didn't mention. And that is everything I have for you guys in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.